This is the true crime story that nearly made me skip rehab when I really needed to go. And it's a good thing I went, because the disappearance of Malaysian Flight MH370 remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries. I'm Mel Z. I do deep dives into death, true crime, and weird pop culture stuff. So if you're a weirdo too, follow me. Good night, Malaysian 370 were the last words ever heard from Flight MH370 before it vanished with 239 people on board on March 8th, 2014. At 12:41 a.m., the flight took off from Kuala Lumpur on its way to Beijing. The flight was going as planned until 1:19 a.m. The plane's transponder, which sends real-time data to air traffic control about an aircraft's location, was shut off. Then the aircraft suddenly veered off course, making an abrupt U-turn back over Malaysia. At 2:15 a.m., Malaysian military radar detected the flight near the Andaman Sea. Then it disappeared completely. At first, officials told families that the flight was delayed, but eventually admitted that it was missing. That's the news that I heard that day, that a Boeing 777 was missing. It was shocking. How is that even possible? For days, conflicting reports only made things worse. Many families believed that the airline and the government were hiding something. On March 15th, Malaysian Prime Minister held a press conference where he told the families that the plane had kept flying for 6 hours after it left contact and that it headed toward the Indian Ocean, not Beijing. Reports emerged that co-pilot Farik Abdul Hamid had tried to place a call from his cell phone mid-flight, which was unusual and unsuccessful. For years, theories have ranged from technical failure to hijacking, but the most compelling evidence points to Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah. Here's why. The transponder and communication systems were manually shut off. The plane's erratic path was telling also. The sharp U-turn that it did, looping around Malaysia and then heading into the Indian Ocean, was controlled, not random. You can see here the flight that it was intended to take up toward Beijing, but here it veered off course rapidly and went down into the Indian Ocean. The most telling clue that it was probably the pilot was that he had been practicing almost this exact path on his flight simulator at home. Captain Shah's family and friends have vehemently denied that he had anything to do with this. Despite finding debris over the years that have been confirmed to come from this aircraft, the black box still hasn't been found and the main wreckage is still missing. So what happened? Was it the pilot? Will we ever know? What do you think?